Alright, it is your turn, Pisces. I need to get something real quick. Forgot this last time. I like to use crystals because there's just benefits to them. Maybe some of you have gotten into more spirituality, I feel like, for some of you. Let's see. Shuffling the cards. Do keep in mind this is a general reading. It may not apply to all of you. Just those that feel resonate. We are in Gemini season. A few of the planets right now are going retrograde. I was going to say Sagittarius. You could be dealing with Sagittarius. Saturn is in Aquarius retrograde. Venus is in Gemini retrograde. And Pluto is in Capricorn retrograde. And Jupiter is retrograde. So a lot of these, I don't know if darker is the word. I'm thinking darker energies. I don't know. It doesn't feel too dark. It can get weird, especially with the Gemini energy. But this reading is for the month of June, so it will get into Cancer season as well. So see what kind of messages we can get for you guys for the month of June. For all you Pisces out there. Well, I don't know about you, but I've had a weird experience. I'm going to make a video about it. Something about weird energies and emotions, because it's weird, like something happened at around 4 o'clock, and it's really weird because I've never experienced it quite yet. I know I've experienced it before, but you have to wait for that video. But yeah, I wanted to share something weird that happened, like I was in and out of consciousness, like in and out of sleep. It's really weird. Anyways, you have to wait for that video, so keep that out for another video, just a regular video. I might make it after this video, just so I can get it off my chest and something weird if it's ever happened to anybody. Alright, what's going on with Pisces for the month of June? I was going to say May, but we're in May. Alright, so let's do these cards. Alright, so overall energy, and I'll show you in a minute. I'm just getting these all situated. Overall energy, we have the decision. So I feel Pisces, you're kind of fed up about something. Seeing this guy in the card, he looks kind of fed up, like he's waiting on something, waiting for a decision. Then we have the Hawk Spirit. Oh, and these cards, by the way, are the Secret of Nature, Guidance of Fate. Then we have the Will. So I do feel like things are changing for you, maybe for the better. I feel like with the Hawk Spirit, it is a reference to Spirit. There's something that you need to watch out concerning those around you, those that you influence. Maybe you or another person needs to speak out about something in regards to wealth, abundance, maybe freedom for some of you. I do feel like with the challenge card, there's going to be some challenge to speak up. I do feel the need that one of you need to speak up. You or another person. There's creativity here. So I do feel like a lot of abundance. There's a lot of waiting around. Usually the boredom card, you're bored of something, but I feel like you're waiting around for something to be solid. And, your foundation to be solid. So I feel like you're kind of in this, I don't know why this the thing's all weird. Anyways, you're kind of in this weird place. I feel like, I was going to say Aquarius, just got done with, see the man? This is supposed to be the decision card. So I feel like you're fed up about something. You've been waiting to hear from someone, or maybe you're waiting on things to get moving and they're not moving as fast as you would like them to. I do feel like there's something you need to listen to when it comes to these new changes happening, because I feel like changes are happening within your home life, your family life. Maybe in a third-party situation that has to do with kids. Maybe there's something that needs to be spoken about. that has to do with your abundance, your family's abundance. Maybe there's challenge with that. We also have like kind of like the Three of Cups. So there is some type of celebration. I feel kind of eerie about these bottom cards because it's like these two women. Maybe you're indecisive of two women, possibly for some of you. It could be the creativity. So I feel like you're real in a good place the month of June, coming into water season or Cancer season. I do feel like there's something you're trying to bring into, it's like intuition, bring into the your metaphysical world. I do feel like there's a lot of waiting around for someone or something that I'm feeling. There's something that you want to speak to someone, or you want someone to speak to you about something that's not happening. Usually I'd say, just wait it out, see what happens, but I feel like you've done a lot of waiting. Maybe you want answers, results, instead of people just, I don't know. Like something's not clear on that. Let's see what we can get for your love and relationship. For some of you, you could be dealing with a Gemini. I don't know why. Or Gemini is part of your family. Someone in your family who's a Gemini. Maybe your mom was a Gemini. That's what came to my mind, because I've known someone whose their mom is a Gemini. Pisces dealing with Pisces. I don't know. Alright. A few more shuffles. Let's see what's going on for your love and relationship. Some of you, your relationship's fine. There may be some issues going on the forefront. Diver's need. That's what's coming to my mind. Let's see. You have the reverse card of the Queen of Vessels, Salmon. So I feel like your intuition is off about something. Love and abundance. So maybe you and another person's not seeing eye to eye. I know have been tough issues going on where things haven't been as best as what they could be. Maybe you're just putting on a facade that everything's okay when it's really not. I do feel like this person wants to work together with you. Maybe it's a work dynamic. Alright, so over here we have... They're not showing. We have endurance and foundation. So something regarding children and your foundation, your home life, is in need of help or support. Something's off here when it comes to this connection that you're invested in. I feel like for you it's going to take a lot of work and responsibility and dedication to get things moving where they need to be. Like I said, I feel like you guys have been waiting on something to come through, whether waiting on communication, waiting on your settlement to get it going on, but in the process, I feel like in the month you are still trying to heal from the past. I haven't seen that come up. Maybe you thought someone was dear to your heart, or this is an endearment of them. There's a protection around them. Like maybe you feel very protective of someone, maybe a young child, maybe someone younger than you. Then the challenge was in reverse. So there's no... Maybe you're faking a smile, maybe you're faking something when it comes to something or someone. Your feelings, your true feelings about something or someone. You have the foundation of life. So I think it has to do with more your home life. There's something regarding children and the help that they need. It's bringing in a transition. So something is starting to balance it out. Mama bear. Maybe you're a mama bear. Maybe someone's protective of you, or you're protective of your children. You're keeping an eye on them or someone close by, people, situations. So I do feel like you have a lot of rumors going around. I don't know, I catch that with this card, rumor card. So there's a lot of talk going on with you. There's, in regards to children, I really do feel like there needs to be some stability or help with these children. Maybe they're your own children or someone else's children, that maybe kept you up at night. I don't know. But I do feel like things are good here, Pisces. I just feel like, I don't know. I feel like there's maybe unrequited love going on in a situation. Maybe you still feel attached to someone of the past. They still, they do still miss you, of course. For some of you, I do feel like there's this past person that does miss you, that does miss the things that you guys both built together. Or it's a recently new old person. I feel like they're not going to come around. I mean, there might be here and there communication for some of you, but I just don't really see it. It's you communicating to them, if anything. I just feel like there's things that you want to talk and communicate, but you're not, maybe. Something's preventing you from. So, there's a lot of dark energy, I feel like, going on. Exploitation. So, maybe you've been exploited. Maybe the truth about you has been exploded. Exploded? Exploited? Maybe you have feelings towards a younger water sign. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. I don't know why that came up. I feel like you see something beyond what you're really feeling. The entrapment of a home dynamic. So, I feel like you want to get out of this situation that you're in, Pisces, but it's just feeling trapped, feeling isolated. I do feel like this water sign possibly could be your granddaughter or somebody's granddaughter that you see as a very wise person. That maybe you and them had a life together, had a home together. Maybe there's something that has to do with children exploitation, I'm feeling. That this person was abused in some way, neglected in some way. Maybe you're feeling that about yourself. I do feel like for some of you, you're really becoming activists about something that has to do with children exploitation, abuse, going on in a home. Or it's a home, boarding school possibly for some of you. Abuse. I feel like you're waiting for things out with this person. You want things to change, but I feel like you're not setting on those changes. Do feel like there's a lot of intuition about this situation I feel like you guys have, or in connection regards to this situation. Maybe a third party situation, and I feel like it's very unclear. Like you have clear knowledge of what's going on. I just feel like something resolving this situation, maybe with a child or a lost loved one. You see a lot what's going on clear, but I feel like there's waiting around for things to change, but I feel like you're not holding your breath to it. You're just steady in the race is coming to my mind, and I feel like you have a lot of passion for what you do, have a lot of emotion for what you do, but I feel like things aren't setting clear. Like you have all the facts together to back up what's going on, or the abuse of some kind, or you're seeing this about someone else. Could be an Aquarius possibly, about something that you're having to see or understand about yourself or about them. Something is on point here with your intuition about something. But again, that gossip card, someone's sneaking around gossiping about you, I feel like. Alright, I feel like there's another message coming out. These are a lot of strange messages, which I'm going to just go with it. For anyone that feels like they resonate with it, their story. A lot of love around you, I feel like. But there is something in regards to a granddaughter you have in mind. Could have red hair like that one picture. Could be someone that has blonde hair or brunette. There's someone but an old lady. I don't know what that's about. Alright, so this is another message coming out for Pisces. I'm just reading it. Sorry for not showing the cards. I might show these. Alright, so let me hold them straight so you guys can see it. So we have here, for one of those who feel resonates with this reading. I got all these weird messages. Alright, there's a challenge with a change of some kind. I feel like it's giving you the power to take on this journey. To let things be bygones, let bygones be bygones, something up to smoke. Maybe it's about writing in a message to a long-lost friend or partner or someone you love. Writing in a message saying, hey, I was worried about you, whatever, and then just not sending it to them, but burning it and letting it go in smoke. Writing a message. So I feel like for some of you there needs to be a closure of some kind to release this troublesome burnout probably for some of you when it regards to the inner entanglements. So I feel like you're on this path of transformation for things changing, but the challenge with that is you need to let the past die. You need to let the past, let it coexist in your life, let it be a part of your story, but rewrite your story. I feel like things have gone up to flame. Maybe it's bridges have been burned with this person that you're associating with. Something regards mother and a father. Maybe with this person you wanted to be a mother and a father with, or vice versa. The hidden man. So Virgo, you could be dealing with a Virgo who's very anxious and worried about someone. Maybe an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. There's a lot of hidden truths, and I feel like this person has really gone to the deep end of the ocean. And I feel like it's time for them to rest their mind because they're in a timeline where it's not even happening. They're just looking at it. And I feel like you're trying to encourage them, trying to assist them to get out of their head about this situation. Because I feel like there's a message coming towards this person. And you're trying to help them regain balance, to close it out. Maybe this is a message about someone else you're dealing with, but they need to close it out. I feel like it's hurting them. Maybe their ego a little bit. Pride is getting in the way. But yeah, I'm getting children in this reading too. See any other weird messages for Pisces? For those who resonate. This is a bundle of different messages for different people I'm getting. Any other messages for Pisces? I want to say Virgo. You could be dealing with a Virgo. Maybe you're not too fond of a Virgo right now. You're pissed off. Messages for Pisces. Sun, Moon, and Rising in Venus. Someone that can resonate with a story. It could be a child again. I don't know. I'm getting child again. So when it comes to the foundation of your life, Pisces, you are transforming. There's a lot of uncertainty when it comes to the Wanderer card, I feel like. Stepping into a new direction. Taking ownership for your life and becoming the magician of your life. And creating the most abundant life you can get. Now, your challenge with this all is the Forest Lovers. So again, I'm getting a Gemini energy around you. Could be a mother, father, past loved one. I'm also seeing a horse of some kind. You could be dealing with a Sagittarius, Leo placement. So maybe someone is jealous of you. That's what I've been getting to. Maybe someone jealous of you being happy and free. Your emotions are upside down about the situation. I do feel like in regards to your money, finances, I do feel like maybe you have ill intentions. Someone has ill intentions of emotions toward you. And I feel like that's getting clear up. There could have been a hacking situation. I recently heard of this lady who's a Pisces. She had some hacking going on. So I feel like with the challenge card, and I see it more clearly, the challenge card has to do with the balance of it all. Finding the balance within yourself and this connection. Because I feel like this past person took a lot of from you, or you feel like they took a lot of from you, and it's balancing out that energy. It's about getting back in alignment with spirit and your intuition, because I feel like you were kind of off about something, but now you're getting back into alignment with yourself and getting back into your core. But I do feel like there's a struggle with this past person or someone that may you've been around or associate with that had ill intentions towards you, and they put a lot of time and emotion into something, but I feel like it had ill intentions, or someone was doing magic towards you, or you were doing magic towards someone else, which is not good, because I feel like you're putting so much time and effort in a wasteless battle. I just feel like people don't really deserve your attention. If they did something that offended you or hurt you, it's a waste of time, in my opinion. Or you're seeing someone do this to other people, or they're just set in their ways, focusing on the negative, not growing, not learning from their experience, and they're just dead set on wanting people to pay. Well, it's like at the end of the day, what is it going to serve when people pay? I feel like a lot of people get set on wanting people to pay for the mistakes or the crimes that they've committed in their life, when sooner or later, every one of us experience maybe a transcendental type of thing that we go through, where we have to learn to let go of these attachments or situations or places that don't really resonate with us. I feel like the more we focus on the negative aspect of those maybe detrimental negativities and those thoughts, the more we create a dysfunctional reality, and we don't want that. We want to come back in alignment. I feel like you need to do some meditation, Pisces, because I feel like there's some type of negativity or drama with family or friends scenario going on that you may not be aware of, or there's just something within your relationship that's kind of off kilter right now, and I feel like it's about getting in alignment, getting in your higher self. But I do feel like you're trying to stabilize the situation, especially if there is abuse going on in a home situation. I do feel like it's going to get cleared up sooner or later. I just feel like you got to keep voicing out what you want and speak up. I feel like that's a problem too. A lot of people are afraid to speak out their truth, which is not a bad thing. I just feel like when we go to the extreme where we want people to pay for the crimes they've done, there's nothing wrong to feel that way, but at the same time, why are we spending so much time there when we can honestly forgive the person, move on, and learn to heal properly? And I feel like the only way you can honestly heal properly is release the energies, voice what is hurting you, grieve, take some time out. I was going to say take some ibuprofen. Yeah, take some ibuprofen if you need to, if you got a headache or whatever. But it's time to release those past things and situations. I do feel like there's someone in the past you really miss, that you wanted things to work out, or there's a situation that's not clear to you. I feel like your intuition knows best about what's going on really in the situation. But I feel like the more we focus on the negativity, on what we feel like a situation should be, instead of just letting life be what it is. And I feel like that's a problem, is when we've been wrong, humiliated, in a toxic situation, I feel like the best thing we can learn from that is to be stronger. Not be better than people or act narcissistic or selfish or indifferent than other people, but live differently, where you're not going to be treated disrespectful. If you've been hurt, ridiculed, abused, neglected, you're going to treat people with the kindness that you were never showed. You know what I mean? And I feel like we're so focused on people paying us back, and you may feel of that sometime, an indifference, like people messed with your stuff, the progress that you created, and you're still kind of bitter about that. And I feel like there's a lot of that that needs to go, because at the end of the day, we're all humans. Now, I'm not excluding what the person's done to you, but I'm just saying, in a lighter manner, you need to get to a better, higher frequency and get out of this toxicity in your mind, because I feel like it's plaguing your mind. We just sit here day in, day out, waiting for people to apologize, waiting for people to talk to us, explaining to us what we need to hear to move on. But I feel like there's not a need to move on, there's a need to let it go. Just let life be what it is. And if it's meant to be back in your life, it's meant to be back in your life. For some of you, I feel like it's relationship dynamics here, where it's like maybe you got in a new relationship, everything was going good. Something about kids, I feel like, got involved, something triggered, something set off, something happened here. Maybe it was you or the other person narcissistic, or you had traits, they shoot you on something that they saw, and it just backlash and just bickering and fighting. And then it's like, you saw yourself for who you are. You grew from that experience. And you're not going to let people talk you down. You're not going to let people treat you like you're a disservice to them when they're not even stepping up their game. Because I know a few Pisces where it's like, I've tried to be their friend or whatever. I know a few times they've had so many problems in their relationships with people, and I felt like kind of how the cancers can get, where we can give so much to people. We can give our time, we can give our worth, we can give everything. But at the end of the day, we're drained. At the end of the day, we're depleted. At the end of the day, we're wasted. And it's like there needs to be a balance to that. But I feel like if you're waiting for an apology, it's not going to come. And I feel like it's about time to mature, to grow from the experience, and be able to teach people. And that's a problem. I feel like when it comes to learning, truly learning from your past experiences, whether it's mistakes, whether it's just abuse, the morality of the story is to grow from it. And how can we grow? We teach others what not to do, what not to put up. And it's not about putting barriers up our heart, not letting people come in. It's about accepting things, but not taking bullshit. I get that. I've heard it all about Pisces. Is they, it can be humorous, but you know what I mean? It's like, it's